last commentary stint, I said, was he a hockey player? He must have played some hockey, because he gets into these incredible positions and he's so strong. 100 up, 10.4 overs. It's pretty much on a par with what Ireland did.
He pulls his length back. They looked at get two. Harry Tector comes around, keeps it to 1. So put your captain's hat on, Alan. I know you love to do that. What would you be doing now? What's the bowling changes that you'd be bringing about?
Well, I certainly think Ben White should bowl another over. He deserves it. And you've got to get through that, whether with the left-hander in, whether, you know, Sterling himself as captain, he's been asked before, will he bowl? I'm always amazed why he doesn't. Harry Tector, just something different. But it's really just to try and see what, like, again, as you've said, mid-on and mid-off are up. So that tells you, like the first delivery that Craig bowled, was that probably that little bit too full when you're defending square of the wicket.
Better pace from Young on that occasion. Really rushes Zaman, who seems amazed it's not a wide. Needs to focus on hitting the next one.
Well, it kind of just shows you, and again, we're not going to see, whether we will see, but everyone is under pressure. And again, in the early part of his umpiring career at this level,
Young bowls it into the hitting arc of Zaman, who brings about his 50 in style. That's both batsmen who've been given a life out in this match, who've crossed the 50 mark.
well, you're kind of, that's one interesting
अस्सलाम वालेकुम जो दोस्त आ रहे हैं भाई मैच देखने लाइव के ऊपर YouTube मेरा चैनल है, इसको सब्सक्राइब लाइक करें और शेयर भी करें दूसरों तक ताकि लाइव मैच पाकिस्तान का देख सकें.
Such a destructive player. And obviously the choice to come round the wicket, you really want to try and see, can he fetch that from
That's about
stump?
About the field as well. There's a deep backward point, deep cover, but third inside the ring. It's a difficult field to bowl to. Into the hitting arc again. Fielder comes around, but Curtis Camphor can't cut it off, so it's a 6 followed by a boundary.
And certainly Craig Young is under the pump here in a big way. And it is an onslaught, is all you can say. And that equation is becoming incredibly favourable for Pakistan now.
Well, Harry Tector coming up and having a chat with Craig Young. I don't think Ireland's seamers have used their slower balls enough today. They've been a little bit predictable. The brains trust coming together now to discuss what they think they should do. The field will change. Going to come over the wicket now, Craig Young.
Well, that's a good point you make. Is he really to try and get these cutters going across Zaman? It's something that Pakistan did in the latter part of their bowling efforts. Oh dear, that's gone miles.
More of the same. Another maximum off the bat of Zaman, and it's an expensive over for Ireland. 21 from it.
मेरे YouTube चैनल पर आने वाले सब दोस्तों को मैं वेलकम करता हूँ जनाब और रिक्वेस्ट है कि मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और शेयर लाजमी करें. आप दोस्तों का बहुत शुक्रिया, आप लोगों की सपोर्ट चाहिए.
So the ball has been retrieved. The umpire was coming out with the box, but they've got the original ball back. And there we are, the Pakistan faithful in the crowd, loving this energy that these two players are bringing, these two heroes, these two people they love. The passion, everything that is so good about Pakistan cricket has been exemplified here. An exuberant crowd. They were here as early as we were coming into the ground, Isabel. They're a joy to watch, the joy they bring to the game. They play with such freedom. They're so temperamental is the wrong word, but they have good days and they have bad days. They never seem to get too fussed when they have bad days. They never seem to get too fussed when they have good days. But we're seeing a good day here and a brilliant partnership between Rizwan and Zaman.
You can never count them out, Pakistan. 13 for 2 they were early on in the piece. Those two still out in the middle. 135 for 2. Mark Adair now from the Castle End. Starts out with a slower ball. I think he's been listening to you, Alan Lewis.
Well, there's one thing you'll get from Mark Adair, and that is variety. There will be a lot of variety. He's become an incredibly skillful bowler, particularly in the last year. He's developed an in-swinger now that, again, even in the early part of bowling to Babar, you know, he oohs and ahs, which, again, is another part of his mantra.
He's got third and fine inside the ring. The two straights are out, so expect some fuller deliveries. It is full and blasted down the ground, but not hit with any great conviction. Oh, the fielding woes continue for Ireland. Harry Tector this time. The fielding trolls are out because Ireland at this stage look like they can't pick the ball up cleanly.
Well, I think a lot of this is, and again, Harry Tector not happy with something. I don't know why he's not happy with, but whether it's tactics, different things, I don't know, but you just need to concentrate on picking up the ball. But this is the type of pressure that affects people in different ways.
Well, the fielders were brought up on that occasion. Curtis Campher, it is who fields it, no real danger, as that one just goes for a single. So a good start to the spell from Mark Adair as he looks to claw Ireland back into this match. Pakistan in the ascendancy, 138 for 2, just 56 from 39, which from where they were at the 2-over mark, 17 for 2. Quite a difference, Alan.
Yeah, but they just don't seem to get fussed anymore. Ireland lost 2 quick wickets. Sterling and Balbirnie went in quick succession. People just keep going now.
A full toss, help down the ground, bisects the field as they can't cut that one off. Campher and Tector, well, they just can't cut it off. So another 4 for Pakistan.
Well, they're going toe-to-toe here, Rizwan and Zaman. It's blow after blow.
Well, it was Rizwan, wasn't it? He was well out in front, but Zaman, he's overtaken him, 67 now from just 35 deliveries. What can Mark Adair do now? Well, another change-up that seems to have bamboozled Tucker behind the stumps, but he manages to kick it to Ben White at third.
This man is showing a lot of glares to umpires. You know, he shifted across there. He was looking to get Adair away to leg. No, holding back Rowley Black, vast experience now. Top-class umpire, Rowley Black.
Another full toss, hit down the ground, but high on the bat, so just the single to close out that over from Mark Adair. Just the boundary and 4 singles in it. 14 overs done, and Pakistan 143 for 2.
So the onslaught continues. Pakistan now needing 51 from 36 deliveries. On the other side of things is a wicket can change things. Just a couple of dot balls. If you can get any sort of series of dot balls from an Irish perspective. And this is, I think, wise from Paul Stirling. Ben White's done a very good job for his team.
Well, a slight break and a change in ends for Ben White. So he'll bowl his final over. Just went for 8 in the first 2, but was taken down in his third, so had a slight break. Now he'll change ends. He's bowling from the Colester end. Lifted over extra. Recover with ease. What a classy shot that is from Zaman. Ben White's final over begins with a boundary. Didn't have to run for that one at all.
And that's 6 more, I'm afraid. That's over the pavilion roof here. And Zaman has just moved into carnage territory, into the faithful in the pavilion. Beautiful evening here, and the Pakistan supporters are going wild. And this is just trademark Zaman. I would reckon, Isabel, he's got three quarters of his run so controlled, and he hits the ball so effortlessly for 6 in these areas on the leg side.
He throws the kitchen sink out of that choke. It's diminishing, 41 now from 34. Could have been so different. Rizwan dropped on 31, Zaman dropped on 26. Both have piled on the run since those 2 efforts in the same over, would you believe? Ben White just keeps getting...
Oh, he's held a great catch as Gareth Delaney. That's a superb catch. Whether it's a game changer or not, Isabel, we will not know. But coming forward, he's taken a...
Zaman being forced to fetch that one from wide outside off, went 1 too many. He went 4, 6 and out. Zaman goes for 78. Pakistan 153 for 3. Azam Khan out at number 5, the wicketkeeper. Agile behind the stumps. He was incredible in that first innings. And I think the Pakistan faithful are excited to see what he can do today. It's a big ball.
Well, he's a prolific striker of the ball, Azam Khan. I don't think he bothers. He's like Cornwall from the West Indies. Doesn't really bother too much with singles when he doesn't need to. But will there be a twist? Will there be a twist?
Well, Ben White's got 3 deliveries to see how much more damage he can do. He's bowling to 2 right-handed batters, so that's a headache gone for the moment for Paul Stirling. 2 right-handers out there in the middle. Starts with a full one. Quick single taken. Alan Lewis.
Well, it wasn't that quick. I'd say it was no, not a quick single.
You're not taking that, okay.
No, I'll take the word single.
He bothered to run. To get himself off the mark, Azam Khan. Rizwan, the man that's in, so he's handing the strike over. And the strike has gone to Rizwan, who's helped himself to another maximum. Clean striking from Rizwan, and the hurt just keeps coming for White.
It's not just hurt for White, it's hurt for this Irish team. It's now down to virtually a run of ball. And you have to say, it has been extraordinary quality, clean hitting. And again, you can just see the balance there.
Fine. Aidan Seaver, well, he's done that a lot today in both innings. Final ball for Ben White today. The 15th over. So 15 overs gone. Pakistan 161 for 3. So 5 overs remain, but it might not be the full 5 overs because all Pakistan need to win is 33 in those 5 overs. I'll say goodbye to Alan Lewis and welcome a happy Shah Faisal.
Yeah, thank you. Really, Pakistan fans has also found their voice in the last half an hour or so. Fakhar departed recently thanks to a magnificent catch, but Rizwan has carried along. He hit another 6 after Fakhar's departure, just calming those nerves if there were any. And that will really set up the series nicely. Pakistan gets over the line here, and we're in for a cracking final on Tuesday.
Graham Hume from the Castle End now. Starts with short and wide. So just getting into his over. He's being asked to bowl at the end. Taken an early wicket, but had those 2 drop catches inside 1 over, Craig Young over, that no doubt will be playing in the back of his mind. He'll want to make up for that if he can at all.
Yeah, crucial misses, and remember he's replacing Barry McCarthy. In the playing 11, McCarthy had a wonderful day in the field. Those were the efforts in the field. McCarthy.
That is prolific.
This is the power of Azam Khan. He hasn't made his mark at the international level, but he has immense talent. And the key when you watch this replay will be his balance. He's such a strong base. Allow him to go those hands free and with the full flourish. That was terrific.
Well, dances down this time, can't find the space. It's an ominous one for a bowler when you bowl that delivery, and that's the shot that follows. Not only was it a brilliant shot, but it's gone all the way as well, and it's a pretty long hit to that corner.
Yeah, that pocket is one of the longest boundaries out there. Azam Khan has shown a slight weakness against the short ball. In his short international career, he has been found out. Even in the first game, his first delivery was a good bumper, and then his dismissal followed. Today, he has no such problem.
Well, there is that bouncer that you called for. Didn't look too adept playing that shot. A swing, a wild swing, really.
Although you'd say that the line wasn't very threatening. If it's more towards his badge, that is where he really struggles. Even with the width on the short pitch delivery, he had a full swing at it, although not look very gainly. But if it is straighter coming to